Am I the asshole for refusing to apologize after I insulted my husband's friend's marriage? I love my husband. I genuinely do. But his best friend has been a problem since day one. My husband Sam has known his friend Victor since they were teenagers. Over 30 years of friendship. I met Sam right before COVID, and because of lockdowns, I barely met his friends before we got engaged. I met Victor twice. He seemed charming, polite, normal. That image didn't last. We planned our wedding during COVID restrictions, when a single positive test could cancel everything. I begged my husband to be extra careful in the 2 weeks before the wedding. His friends wanted to throw him a bachelor party, which I agreed to, one condition, not close to the wedding date. Victor ignored that and planned it 10 days before the wedding, at a nightclub that was literally known as COVID Central. My husband told them no. Victor overruled him, booked a $1,000 VIP table, guilt-tripped him into staying, and my husband, who is a massive people pleaser, caved. For days before our wedding, my husband tested positive for COVID. 5 other men did too. Our wedding was postponed. We paid extra fees. Family members who traveled internationally couldn't attend anymore. I seriously considered calling off the marriage, not because he got sick, but because he didn't stand up for us. That should have been the end of Victor for me. It wasn't. A few months earlier, Victor had borrowed $100,000 from my husband to buy a massive 6-bedroom house. When my husband needed temporary storage for his TV during renovations, Victor refused. Said his wife wouldn't allow it and that a box TV would ruin the aesthetics. He suggested storing it outside in the garden, knowing it could get damaged. Victor eventually paid the loan back. 2 years later. Since getting married, I've seen Victor's true personality. He openly insults people under the guise of jokes. He told his wife, 3 months postpartum, that she still had weight to lose and pimples to fix. He regularly calls my husband slow, useless, or a loser, then laughs it off. He openly admits he doesn't love his wife, calls their marriage transactional, refuses to travel alone with her, and always needs my husband as a third wheel. I avoid them because every interaction leaves me furious. Then came the final straw. A few days ago, Victor called my husband on video. I was sitting beside him, working. Victor aggressively pushed my husband to go on an overnight international trip. My husband said no. We have cats, responsibilities, and no sitter. Victor exploded. Is your wife not letting you? Are you broke? I'll pay. What excuses? You've changed since you married her. She's controlling you. That's when I snapped. I told him, very clearly, that I was there, that my husband said no, and that maybe if his own marriage wasn't so miserable, he wouldn't need to interfere in ours. I told him it was pathetic that he can't be alone with his wife and uses my husband as a buffer. Then I ended the call. Now Victor refuses to speak to my husband unless I apologize for insulting his marriage. I'm tired. I feel guilty for exploding, but I'm exhausted after years of disrespect. Am I the asshole for refusing to apologize?